I invested in your program and I booked my flight to the Dubai thing. Those two things made me go from like, I want to hit like 100K this year, like in December, to I want to hit first, like I said, 250. Now I'm saying like 500,000. Just the way you process information and the way you fix it in a way that is so simple just help me see like maybe I'm just not looking at things the right way. And obviously one thing that I also want to share for everyone like thinking about joining like Cam's program is that this guy gives everything.
Okay, Ivan, welcome to the channel, my friend. How are you doing today?
Thank you, man. I'm doing okay.
Very good. Good. Well, for the people that don't know you, just give a 3,000 foot overview, the kind of agency you run, the revenue you hit last month, and then we can reverse engineer where you was, where you are now, and what helped you get there.
Great. So to start, I've been running the agency for like seriously, properly for around 2 years, right? 2 years and a half. Last month we did 106K. And for context, when I joined the program, I was stuck at 60 for a very long time. I know you and I were talking for, I want to join. So yeah, we pretty much the whole agency, which is really good, like a sub niche of the fitness industry in the US. I'm from Spain, but we work in the US. Yeah, we have been working together for 4 months, I believe, something like that. First month, we went from 60, we break the plateau to 70 something. Then it was the Dubai trip. I went down a little bit and then I went back up from 60 something to 93, then 106, and this month again like more than 100. Yeah, it's been great, bro. Like great.
Yeah. So you went from 60 to 100. Were you just zooming out? What kind of niche are you in and what agency do you run? Is it performance based? Is it retainer? What are the deliverables?
It's lead gen agency. And we don't have a call center, right? So we have been leaning more towards the coaching side than anything else, right? That's what we have seen that works the best. But yeah, lead gen agency, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and then EHL.
Nice. And I know you're in like a sub niche of fitness, which I definitely want to get into in terms of how that's benefited you to grow to like 6 figures a month. Because I think, you know, with these client interviews that I do, a lot of people are in med spa, medical, construction. It's very rare that there's people in a market that is lower ticket that might be harder to grow in, which I absolutely believe it is. How have you found it being in a market that is less competitive, but also a lot lower ticket? Because your average retainer is a lot lower as well, right?
Yeah, a lot lower. I have tons of clients. And to be fairly honest, like if you want to make it in a niche that is not where everyone is at, you got to know about the niche. A little bit like Alex did for himself, like in his case, you know, he grew the gyms before he started. In my case, it's pretty much the same, whereas like I did it on my own, like for my own purpose. And it was like, okay, this has worked for me, let me do it. But I've been already in the niche for like 10 years. So it's like, I could charge a lot just for consulting, put it that way, right? So yeah, I wouldn't have made it if I didn't have the love that I have for what I do. Those things make a difference because again, like if people, they're all in med spa, it's because it makes sense. Right, they can charge high ticket, and if no one has made it in a niche in particular, it's because it is tough. But again, like what you're saying is true. Like it has its own advantages, right? Because if you have the best product and you know about the industry itself more than anyone, like for like a marketing standpoint, from like a product standpoint, you will go farther than anyone. And
yeah. That's a good point. So you basically just capitalized on your historical experience, like just being in that industry, and running that, or like being in that kind of business, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like if you don't know about it and you don't know that much, you will just end up like not working. Like everyone that has tried before you, you know. So
I say this to a lot of people coming in, like License and Scale as an example. If they're like trying to pick a market, there's like the gold standard fucking boring markets that everybody goes after, which you can succeed in. But if you have experience in like a specific vertical, whether it be you were in a job in that sector and you understand the lingo and the language, or you ran a business in that vehicle or model in itself in the past, you're just going to be condensing the cycle between you getting to like your first 10K a month, because not only do you understand the language, you understand the lingo, you probably already have connections in the space, all of these things. What did that look like for you going from like 0 to 10? Was that like an uphill battle, or did you feel like it was a lot easier because you already had the connections?
Honestly, it wasn't easy. We can talk about it, but there was like a lot of mental breakthroughs that I had to go through in order to start making money, because, you know, my family, very middle class, like in terms of the way looking at money and things like that, they're the best in the world, right? But like like to me, like 2-3K a month, that was like a lot. It wasn't easy to get to 10K because even though I knew what I was doing, again, like these people make very little money. So it was hard to like justify, hey, this is the money that I'm charging and this is what is the value that we are delivering. To be more specific, because I get a lot of value, me personally, from seeing it real. You know, it's like when I get to meet someone, like when I get to see you, like I saw you in Dubai. For me, like some people get value from different things, but to me, it's just like be sitting down with that person and be like, bro, if he can do it, I can do it. I mean, you're an extreme, right? But like in general, that helped me a lot. Like maybe not to get to your level, but just like open my mind to what is possible, right? So to me, that has helped me a lot, and Agency Lab helped me, to be fairly honest. You know, just meeting you guys.
Yeah.
There. I remember one night, like the first night, I was like a 3K, bro. I didn't even have the money to get there, and it was like a nightmare. And then I go into the club, and there was like 2 girls, like 17 and 19, making like 40K a month, and I'm like, bro, what am I fucking doing wrong in my life, you know? So that for me was super valuable, and if someone watching is thinking about joining your program, that alone, dude, is worth like every dollar. Just like being able to see that is real, and not only seeing what time, it's like being reminded. Like to me, that's success. More than like the little things, is who you become by being around people like you. Jared has helped me a lot. You know, Jared. You know, it's like those things have helped me like change the way I see the world, and because of that, I'm just go up.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think for me, with every mastermind I've been in, the biggest takeaway is it's never the information, ever.
Yeah.
It's the information's great, and I love learning the practical stuff, but honestly, it's just like exposure to people that
Exactly.
are 3, 5, 10 steps ahead of you, understanding how they operate.
100%.
And it's not even something that you can SOP or put in a course. It's just proximity of being around them and realizing like, oh, I think about things this way, but they think about it maybe I need to change my way of thinking. Maybe I need to act a little bit differently. I know that's true for me, where I'll start to pick up on things where I started to notice ultra successful people wouldn't ask all these like micro level technical questions. They don't. They'll literally just pay somebody else to do it, and they don't sweat all these like small details like, who's the best at this thing? Let me just pay them to do it. Let me have them handle it or teach me it, and then let me just execute with a high degree of speed.
That's it, dude. It's like sometimes you don't even understand it, but your brain gets it. So it's like sometimes I'm in a call with you and you're answering something that doesn't really matter to me in this point, but just the way you process the information and the way you fix it in a way that is so simple just help me see like maybe I'm just not looking at things the right way, you know? So to me, that's another thing, just being able to get on a call with you weekly, bro. Like even if my question is not like life of this situation, just like being there and see how you fix problems, bro, it's like super valuable because it helps you see like you're looking at the wrong stuff, you're overcomplicating shit. It's more simple, you know.
It's funny, bro. It's the same for everyone. It's like I say, 99% of the questions I get asked on those coaching calls, usually there's like a more macro level answer, which is like, this is kind of the wrong question to ask. And I think this is a problem with just having just the information and not having direct access to someone, is you're only going to take action based on the confinement of what you think is the problem. And the problem with that is, what if your perception of the problem is not even the problem in itself and you need to zoom even further out? It's like looking at a Rubik's Cube. If I just looked at a Rubik's Cube head on and I like put my head on the table, I might think, well, this is a 2D object. I can just see the one side. But if I'm looking at it from a third person perspective, I can see all these different angles to approach this Rubik's Cube. It's the same with any problem, any business in general. That's why a second set of eyes and like looking at things from a third person perspective is so valuable. Because obviously when you came in, we did like the onboarding call. We identified the constraints and what you needed to do to go from, 60 to 100 and now up to 200. And obviously some of those things probably wasn't on the game plan. Like I know you just started doing webinars and stuff, which is a bit outside of the grain of what the typical agency does, and looking into like the coaching arm more than other people, which is great because it positions you as different and you're already in a unique market as well.
So there's a lot of things that are important that I will encourage people to do, and one is just think out of the box, like outside of the world. Like even like the marketing that we do is a little bit different. Like I travel to see my clients, I meet with them in person. I've been doing it for a while, even when we were smaller. There's agencies that are way bigger than mine, but no one has the social proof that I have. I may have like 150 testimonials, bro, and like 50% of them is me in the studios with people, right? So, right, like those things are super powerful, and I feel like people should leverage it more. Just
That's a huge
do what
takeaway.
No one else. Yeah.
Especially now we're in like this, like a mass trust crash. You have a lot of in-person testimonials. I think you were saying that every quarter you go and travel and meet your clients.
Yeah.
Or something like that,
I did
right?
like 12 clients in 12 days. It was like
That's insane.
hard,
You gotta be ripping some
because
stimulants for that.
yeah, and the thing is like on top of running the agency, but again, like no one else does it, and that will make you stand out,
Yeah.
And the truth is like we are very fortunate and very lucky to be able to have the business model that we have. With no investment, you can end up making like 100, 200, 500K a month, bro. We should like take advantage of what's going on, dude, and really go the extra mile. Because again, like if you care about your clients and you know what you can deliver, your job is just to make it easier for people to see that it's real. And right now I'm just focusing on like filling the calendars and training closers, bro. So that has been like a big shift for me as well, just clarity in the way I see things and removing shit and be like, this is what I need to do. So yeah, it's been a journey. And again, like when you're thinking about investing in a program, like that amount of money in your bank is not going to solve anything, right? So if you are probably thinking about joining, you probably need to level up in some sort of way, right? And honestly, to me, like have to wait 2 years to figure this out on my own is not worth it, bro.
It's opportunity cost.
Not only opportunity, it's pain, bro. It's like, this is hard. Like we work a lot, right? But we can work the same and make like 3 times, 5 times the amount of profit that we are making, right? We are just not doing it because we don't know how to do it, right? So it's like for me to join your program and be able to like double my agency, double my profits, and bro, I don't know how long it would have taken me, or if I wouldn't have gotten there. And the same thing with every kind of person that I've invested in. I've been very lucky, to be fairly honest. Like work with you, Jared has helped me a lot. So yeah, bro, like knowledge is power.
What were the main things, and we can get into, I want to break this down into practical, like things that you took away that maybe other people could learn from going from the 60 to 100 in a short window of time. What were the practical things that you did or you learned? And then what were like the mindset based things that you feel like maybe your perspective or your beliefs had to change for you to level up to 100K a month? What were those things?
I would say when I'm stuck, I always put myself in a position where I need to figure it out, yes or yes. I don't want to be in the gray area. I don't want to be stuck at 60K, right? So what did I do? I invested in your program and I booked my flight to the Dubai thing. Those 2 things made me go from like, I want to hit like 100K to like this year, like in December, to I want to hit first, like I said, 250. Now I'm saying like 500,000. I didn't give a fuck about 100, and 100 happened, So is that thing about like the mindset, kind of what, you remember when you brought Nito to like talk about like be, then do, then have? Bro, I came back and I was like at that, like I'm already at 250K. You say that a lot too. And bro, it felt effortless, really. Because obviously you helped me with a lot of things, just like fix the funnel, better ads, and advice in general, which is something that is very helpful. But this, again, like so much value just being around people that are doing what you're doing at a higher level. And obviously one thing that I also want to share for everyone like thinking about joining like Cam's program is that this guy gives everything, right? Like he doesn't keep everything for himself, right? Like he was talking about the fact that I launched a webinar. We did like 30K in 1 hour. He sent me his fucking funnel, like everything that wasn't included on the program, or he was never meant to. No, it's like, bro, can you help me with this? He sent me the entire thing. And again, this is just one out of many, right? So I haven't seen a lot of people that are so willing to give. And dude, it's like one piece of advice of this guy can like 5 times pay for the program, right? Just one. So yeah, I think for me has been like a big piece, just the mindset, and obviously the support. And when you have questions, being able to ask them, because sometimes it's like, again, like you are stuck at this level because you don't know what the issue is and you don't know to think like the right way, you know. You might be looking at the wrong side, where it's like I can jump in a call with you, there's some people, I get to talk, and you're like, I don't know, this is it, and then I'm like, you know, and that saves you so much time, energy, bro. And I know you also do it at your level, you know, you keep investing in people and that's how we got here. Like me, without investing in knowledge, bro, I don't know what I would have been doing. Like, no fucking clue, honestly. So
Yeah. It's funny. It's like your beliefs evolve as you spend more money on coaching. And, you know, when you first start, you're always very skeptical all the time. But the more you spend, the more I want to spend. Like now I actively look forward to it. I'm like, what else can I invest in to help me level up personally, professionally? Like our CRM is a mess right now. I spent $5,000 yesterday on somebody who's going to build our CRM.
yeah.
Our close rate on our new offer was down because I've never really sold like a custom-based build offer before with multiple sales calls and like we're speaking with businesses that are doing like $20 million a year. Okay, let me just pay someone that has to figure it out and tell me all the sorts and just condense the cycle of learning.
Like, life is short, bro. Life is definitely short. And I'm like, you have said this a lot too, but we get comfortable, right? Like we take all these risks to build the agency, and then we get to a point where we are operating from a place of fear. This also helped me a lot. Like Jared, one of the things that he just told me, he was like, Ivan, like you have been operating from a place of fear for months, and that's why things haven't been changed. You haven't increased your pricing, which was another big thing that you told me. I forgot to mention it, but you know, increase your price. Just play like, you know, remove your fear, right? Because that's what got you here. So you just need to keep doing it, and that's what I did to go from 60 to where I am now. And again, it wasn't harder, bro. Like I didn't work more hours. I didn't do like just like the way you operate, the decision you make, obviously increasing ad spend. But again, it's like, bro, like I had like 4x ROAS and I didn't increase my ad spend in 12 months. It's like, why? You know, it's those things that you don't stop to think, you know, until someone calls you out.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is a second set of eyes. And because I know for you, I don't know if I told you this actually, but you were in the DMs in my Instagram for it was months, I think. It was months.
Dude, like,
and
bro, because I met you in Miami.
Did I tell you that was my DM setup?
Not sure. No, I don't know.
Anyway,
but, I mean,
my DM set is a
I
killer.
guess, bro.
You probably did guess. My DM set is a killer, and he was, like you were in the DMs for a while. Why did it take you so long to join? What was the thing holding you back? And do you regret it? Do you think you joined at the right time, truthfully? And like, don't feel the need to say, I wish I joined the minute I messaged you, even if honestly you didn't think it was, you know?
So one of the good things that I had is that I was one of the guys that knew that you were legit the most, because I was with you, bro, like in Miami when you just got like to 100K, and so it's like I knew you had it, you know. I was again like operating from like a place of scarcity, like really like I like in terms of funds I was very short of funds, and again like just like operating from a place of scarcity and thinking that I already know what I need to do, you know, but I wasn't doing it, right? And yeah, it was 100% in the right time. Like probably if I joined before, I would have been here before, you know, but it was the right time for me because my backend was perfect, you know, it was all like line up for me to I need to do the next jump, you know. So yeah, probably I would have preferred if I did, but for me it was like my time, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess to wrap up, what would you say is your goals now? Is your plan to stabilize this thing $100,000 a month? Do you want to continue pushing this thing? Have you considered like looking into other vehicles now, or do you think you're just going to keep in the confinements of the agency model?
So yeah, my goals have changed a lot in the last few like months. I would say the last 2 months because of my time. I don't know how far I can take it, right? But I want to take it farther. I don't know if it's gonna be 250, it's gonna be 500. I think I see how I could grow it a lot. And then I'll keep building, but the agency will be the base. So it's like, I'm not gonna switch. Like my industry is my industry. I'm just gonna keep building things like the webinar that I launched with the artists that we partner and things like that, you know. So yeah, that's the goal for now. And yeah, I'm super happy that I joined, to be fairly honest. And I'm not saying this because it's a video. It's because, like, for me, the pain of staying the same, it was super hard because you're doing well but not that well, right? And you have like all this work, all this stress, all these things. So it's like you can do the same and even work less but make way more money. So I would say, like, for those of you guys that you know you deserve it, I would say do it. You know, it doesn't matter how many like people doubt you. I remember one time, like, my dad, because I lived in Jamaica for 5 years, bro. Like, I tried like run a few different companies.
Jamaica,
yeah, bro, like,
I never knew that.
yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah. I ran like a few different companies, and at some point my dad was like, "Ivan, I'm so sorry." And bro, like, my parents trust me because I moved to Jamaica when I was 20 on my own, right? So at some point he was like, you know, I think you should come back. You're smart. You can do whatever you want, right? And I was like, no, because I joined this program. It's called Agency Lab, and I saw this guy making 150. And she was like, yeah, but that's only the 1%. I'm like, that I'm like 0.001%, and you don't get it, you know. So it's very important that people believe in themselves, but get the fucking help, because I'm the same person that I was like 2 years ago. But thanks to the knowledge that I acquired, because I pay for stuff, I can take care of my mom. I'm taking my mom to Rome for her birthday like next week, you know? So I would say just put your shit together. You're very lucky that you have an online business, that you didn't have to invest like $100K to open like a gym or some shit like that. And just do it. Because again, like 1 or 2 pieces of advice pay for the entire thing like 10 times.
Wow.
So yeah, bro, I can sell your program.
There we go. Pretty much. But genuinely, I appreciate it, man. It's been...
It is true, bro. I'm talking from the heart, like,
yeah,
truly, and I'm very grateful to you, bro. You are helping a lot of people at such a young age.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.